Hey, what's up everybody? This is Super501 and today I'm going to go over some new leaked information for the unreleased game Mar-Vell Avengers. Now this will be the first video I've done going over this game, and the reason for that is I never expected to do any videos about this game, and I never expected to really get excited about this game, but after playing the beta, seeing the community that is built around this game already pre-release, and seeing a lot of the data mining and looking through code for potential playable characters of this game, it got me really excited for the potential of this game. Even past the gameplay of the beta, which I did enjoy, the potential of this game is super exciting. What I'm going to be going over today is some code looking at possible playable characters that will be unlockable, and there's only 6 playable characters announced for the release of the game. People think there will be some hidden characters possibly at the release of the game, and we do know this is a live service game, so there will be adding characters and content pretty frequently after the game is released. Most of them will probably come from that. I got this from Reddit. There's a bunch of Reddit posts going over this way of looking at the code in different ways and looking at mentions of other playable characters and stuff like that. The first one I saw and the main one I saw goes over this specific coding from someone on YouTube called sAvengers Presents. We'll have a link to that video in the description and in the pinned comment. I'm not going to show you guys how to actually get to this code to look at it yourself. If you want to look at that, you'll have to go watch the video that I'll have linked in the description and the pinned comment. And what this basically is just using Cheat Engine to look at code from the beta version of the game, and having all of these talking about these different characters and stuff is pretty certain that these will be a lot of the first characters that come out, or they will be playable when the game comes out and just hidden characters or ones they haven't told us about yet. The overall code of this is showing unlock playable character, and then it has the character's name, and this does have all 6 of the announced characters, so I'll just go through all of these. Unlock playable character: Ant-Man 2, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Captain America, Doctor Strange, Falcon, Hawkeye, which we do already know Hawkeye has been announced as a first DLC character, Hulk already in the game. Like I said, all 6 that have been announced are in this. Hulkbuster, which is a bit weird because Hulkbuster is pretty much the ultimate ability for Iron Man, but I think why this is in the code is because the Hulkbuster can be called down. Other characters can get inside of it and use it, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm assuming that's why that's in the code and not going to be some other playable character of its own. Possibility that some of these other characters in here summons by certain characters, maybe a few of them aren't themselves playable. Iron Man, Kamala, Kate Bishop, Mar-Vell, Mockingbird, Quake, Scarlet Witch, She-Hulk, Thor, Vision, War Machine, Wasp, Widow, and Winter Soldier. And Widow in this is just Black Widow that's already in the game. This is one of the reasons I'm super excited about this game, because having a game that's an action RPG that has looting that's reminiscent of Destiny or other looter shooter games, having a massive amount of characters in the game, all with their own skill trees, all with their own abilities, their own play styles, all that type of stuff, pretty much giving you different gameplay feels and different abilities to use, different effects, different ways to traverse the maps. It could give the game a massive amount of replayability and a massive amount of just things to go do, characters go gear up, and stuff like that, making the game super exciting depending on how quick they get these characters out. If we get a couple characters a year, maybe it'd be a little slow, but if we get a character every month or a character every 2 months, something like that, it could definitely keep this game really fresh and fun to play. Another post that was also on Reddit, and again, I'm going to have all this stuff that I talked about linked in the description. This post talks about all the characters we just went over, but it also has a post or a link to a paste bin that shows a bunch of the code of the game, and this actually shows some of these characters that aren't in the game, haven't been talked about by the devs at all yet, actually having different abilities. So here we have She-Hulk with hero skills base. Now if we go down to some of the characters that are already in the game, you actually have a bunch of this stuff that's already in the game as, you know, base abilities and then heroic stuff like that. These are pretty much just the abilities that are in their skill trees. So you have your actives, but then you have your just left clicks if you're on mouse. So basically your light attacks, your heavy attacks, which then you can level up, get skill points to then augment or basically add new effects or new abilities to your different combo chains. And that's pretty much what all of these are. All of your skill points, all of your different abilities that you can, you know, morph and turn ability into that, just your usable abilities. And this is pretty much all of those. And having, you know, She-Hulk, Winter Soldier, you have some more down here, you have Kate Bishop, stuff like this that already have their own hero skills in the files, just sets us in stone that these are going to be playable characters. They're not really going to go into the the effort of having the characters in the files, having their actual skills on the files, and then not release them or release them super far down the road. Most likely a lot of these characters are somewhat close to being done with all their skills, all their skill trees probably being built out already, and most likely the only things, unless these somehow are in the game and they're just not telling us about them, they're most likely pretty much close to done, besides maybe models, animations, stuff like that, filling out everything else that needs to be filled out with the characters, maybe getting all the voice lines and stuff like that. Can take quite a lot of time. It would make sense that they have some of these characters already done. That's pretty much all I want to go over for today. Super exciting. This game definitely has a really massive potential to be something really cool and have a lot of really cool characters to play. So subscribe if you want to see more Marvel's Avengers videos. Not sure if I'm going to be doing more videos before the game is actually released, which is in like half a month. I might be, never know. Subscribe if you want to see more of that. Let me know what you guys think about all these leaked characters and the coding of these characters, and thanks for watching.